Love is a strange alchemy. It can forge the strongest of bonds in the fires of hope and shatter them just as easily with the cold hammer of prejudice. This is a story of one such love. A story of a brilliant mind hidden in tattered clothes, a heart misunderstood by the world, and a revenge served not with cold fury, but with the warm, unwavering light of love. In a small, unremarkable town, lived an extraordinary young man named Leo. His eyes held the spark of galaxies, his mind a labyrinth of brilliant ideas. But the world only saw the patches on his worn-out jacket. He was poor, dirt poor, and in the eyes of society, that was his only defining feature. He worked as a helper at a local library, but his true work happened at night, hunched over a second-hand laptop, coding, designing, building dreams in the digital ether. Dreams that no one believed in. His uncle, a stern man with a perpetual frown, would always say, "Still playing with your computer, Leo? You should be looking for a real job. A strong back is all a man like you needs." His friend, Mark, would laugh and add, "Maybe he thinks he'll invent the next big thing. From this dusty room? Don't make us laugh, Leo." They all laughed. His relatives, his so-called friends. Everyone but one person. Her name was Alara. She was like a sonnet made flesh, graceful, kind, and from a family that valued lineage over integrity. She saw the universe in Leo's eyes when others saw only despair. "Explain it to me again, Leo. This algorithm, it's beautiful. It's a way to connect renewable energy grids, making clean power accessible to even the poorest communities. It could change everything, Alara. I know it will. You will change everything." In the secrecy of the library's dusty aisles and the solitude of the town's old park, their love story quietly bloomed. It was a forbidden flower, nourished by stolen glances and whispered dreams. He found his worth in her belief. She found her freedom in his mind. But such a flower cannot long remain hidden. Alara's family discovered their secret. The reaction was not just disapproval. It was a tempest of outrage. Her father's voice boomed through the house. "My daughter with a pauper? A street rat who fills her head with nonsense. This ends now, Alara." Her mother's voice was shrill and cutting. "He's using you, darling. A boy like that only wants our money, our status. He has poisoned your mind." They launched a campaign of deliberate sabotage. They intercepted messages. They whispered lies into Alara's ear, crafting a web of deceit so thick it began to cloud her faith. Her aunt, feigning sympathy, told her, "Alara, I saw him. I saw him taking money from Mr. Davos. He admitted it was all a scheme to get close to your family's wealth. He was laughing about it." The final blow was a forged document, a contract that made it seem Leo had sold his ideas, their ideas, to a rival company for a paltry sum. When Alara confronted him, her heart was a battlefield of love and poisoned belief. "Is it true, Leo? Was I just a stepping stone? Was everything we dreamed of just a lie for money?" "Alara, no. You have to believe me. I would never. I love you. Every single word I ever said to you was true. Don't say another word. I don't know you anymore. I don't want to see you. Ever again." The words were daggers. He stood in the pouring rain, watching her walk away, the one person who believed in him, now lost to the cruel symphony of lies. Broken, defeated, and with nothing left to lose, Leo made a decision. He would leave. He would vanish from the country that had rejected him, from the town that mocked him, from the love that had abandoned him. With a heart heavier than any suitcase, Leo left. The journey was arduous. He worked odd jobs, slept on benches, but the fire in his mind never died. It was fueled by a new purpose now, not just to prove them wrong, but to become someone they could never even imagine. Years passed. The scrawny, poor boy from the small town was no more. In his place was Alexander, a tech titan, a visionary one of the richest and most powerful men in the world. His company, Ethelgard, was a household name built on the very algorithm he had once explained to Alara in a dusty library. He had everything: palaces, jets, empires. But his heart remained an empty room, haunted by the ghost of a lost love. And so he returned, not as the billionaire Alexander, but as Leo, the poor, tattered Leo. He arrived in his hometown in a simple taxi, wearing old clothes. The news spread like wildfire. His uncle was the first to comment. I knew he'd come crawling back. Probably bankrupt. Serves him right. His old friend Mark shouted across the street. Welcome home, Leo. Need a job? I might have an opening for a shoeshine boy. He sought out Alara. She was now running her family's struggling business, her spirit worn down by years of responsibility and a loneliness she never admitted. When she saw him, her heart ached. The old love flickered, but was quickly doused by the memory of his betrayal. What are you doing here? I had nowhere else to go, Alara. This will always be my home. He asked for nothing, but he watched, and he waited. His revenge was about to begin. One by one, with the precision of a master chess player, Leo began his game. His uncle, who owned a small factory, was offered a massive, exclusive contract from Ethelgard. The man was ecstatic, boasting about his big break. Then, Leo revealed the truth. The contract was contingent on the owner's good character. A single, anonymous leak of the man's past fraudulent activities surfaced, and the contract was instantly voided. The man was ruined, left knowing that the pauper he scorned had both given him the world and taken it away. His friend Mark, a social climber desperate for an invitation to the elite Ethelgard annual gala, was given a menial staff job at the event by Leo. There, humiliated in a waiter's uniform, Mark watched from the sidelines as the mysterious billionaire Alexander was about to give his speech. The irony was a bitter pill. Alara's parents saw their business on the verge of collapse. There were days from bankruptcy. In desperation, they applied for a lifeline from the Ethelgard Foundation. Miraculously, they were granted a meeting with the reclusive founder himself. They arrived, groveling, pleading their case to the man whose back was turned in a large chair. Alara's father began, "Mr. Alexander, sir, you are our last hope. Our family name, our legacy." The chair slowly turned around. "Your legacy was built on the ruins of others' dreams. Do you remember a boy? A boy you called a pauper? A street rat? You broke him. You lied to your daughter. You shattered the one good thing in my life." Alara's mother could only stammer, "Leo, it can't be. The offer from Ethelgard stands. The funds to save your company are yours. On one condition, you will go to Alara. You will tell her every single lie. You will confess everything." Shocked and terrified, her parents confessed. Alara listened, her world tilting on its axis. The lies unraveled, the fog of misunderstanding cleared, leaving behind the raw, painful truth. Leo had never betrayed her. He had loved her, always. She found him standing by the lake in their old park. "All these years I thought, I'm so sorry, Leo. I'm so sorry I didn't believe in you." "The truth doesn't change anything, Alara. I'm still the same man who loves you. I never stop. But your life, you have nothing here. Come with me. There's something I need to show you." He led her to a private airfield. A majestic private jet sat on the tarmac, with the name Ethelgard emblazoned on the side. The staff bowed as they approached. As they boarded the magnificent jet, the final piece of the puzzle clicked into place for Alara. She looked at him, truly looked at him, not at his clothes, but the power in his posture, the kindness in his eyes that had never faded. "It was you all along. Alexander, Ethelgard, you built it. You built everything. I told you I would change everything. I only ever wanted to build a world worthy of you, Alara. The money, the power, it was never the goal. It was the means to clear my name, the means to protect you. the means to come back to you, not as the pauper they despised, but as the king who could finally claim his queen. He got down on one knee. Alara, the only dream that ever truly mattered was you. Will you let me love you for the rest of our lives? Will you marry me? Yes. 1,000 times yes. And so, the pauper and the princess, the billionaire and his love, were finally one. Their wedding was the event of the century, a testament to a love that poverty could not diminish, lies could not break, and time could not erase. Leo had his revenge, but it was love that had the final victory. He didn't just win back his honor, he won back his heart. And they lived, as all great love stories promise, happily ever after.